Hi everybody, this is Anthony from Sonny Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm bringing you another installment of A to Z times 2 for May 22. And yay, I finally printed this. Oh, I am so out of breath. So today we are going to be doing week 20, which is templates. Right, so let's get started. Alright, so this video is going to be more on the lines of what you can use to make templates rather than showing you how to make templates, if that makes any sense. And I'm going to start, I think, with the most basic one. Or the most basic ones are what I use. So these are everything that I use to make templates. Okay. So this one here, oh, sorry, I didn't realize that this light could be affecting you. Let's do that. This one here is the ones for tags, you know, for the gift cards, and then you use it to make tags, right? So what do we actually mean is that, and you'll see this with a lot of YouTube crafters. So let's say you've got a tag. Yeah, my collection is growing and growing here. Look at that. Look, I'm so chuffed with myself because I'm actually getting a chance to cut these things out and use them. Yeah. So let's say you've got a tag that you made yourself now, or yeah, or whatever the case may be, right? Then what you would do is you would then use this, and sorry it's so dirty. I have cleaner ones, but they all have my personal details on it. So this is the only one that didn't have any personal details on it. So yeah, excuse that. So so then you would line it up here, and then you would cut it there, like that. And then you would flip it around and line it up on this side, making sure it's the right side. And then you'd cut it like that. But you know this, it's nothing new, right? I'm just here to remind you to use it. So there you go, you have that. And they're both the same on both sides. Now, there are some crafters out there that are so good that they don't even need this. So, yeah, me, on the other hand, I'm just a novice. And I still need this. So you can get different. Let's use something like that side now. You can really see there's a difference there on this one here. So you just take a card and you cut your angles differently on the four sides. I didn't cut on this side because I want to show you what I'll do on I'll use that side for. And I've been wanting to make this one for such a long time, but I didn't get a chance. So I'm so glad sometimes that I do YouTube videos because it forces me to do certain things. So that's how it'll look on the different sides. So can you see that now? So here you've got one that has a more steeper edge. I don't know if edge is the right word. And then here it's not so, the decline is not so much. But you're getting the same tag, or you're getting the same on both sides. You're getting the same measurements on both sides. I thought as much. This looked a little bit off compared to that. It did. Because there, that's better now. Yes, much better. Okay, so that's how that template comes in handy. Okay, then there's another one where you, oh yes, so why I didn't cut this side is because that side all right, is going to give you now, it's going to give you this angle over here. So, oh no, this angle. So let's say if you don't have a corner rounder, no problem. Use a card. It's not going to give you the greatest of angles. It's going to be very subtle, but that's fine if that's all you need. And I think what I'm trying to show you is that you really must take whatever you have around you. So there's the, sometimes I don't know where I'm pointing to. So there's a very subtle rounded edge there. Okay, then let's do another one. Now, if you want a more rounded edge and you don't have a corner rounder, now this one here is what I use for, you know, my glue and stuff like that. When I'm pasting down something, you don't normally see me use it, but I also use it when I'm making signs and t-shirts, not t-shirts, signs. Okay, vinyl signs. And then there you go. Now that's another template to be used. Okay, what else? So we've covered that. We've covered those two, right, as templates. Then what about this? Now that can be used as a template as well. You get an inner and then you'll cut it out. But what I'd like to do is, I think, did I? Sorry, I'm just looking for something here on this side. So there's your template. But let me see if I made it here. No, I didn't. Okie dokie. So let me see. So there we go. I was working on this, so it's a bit busy, but there we go. Let's make a template here of this. Oh no, I don't want to, because I'm gonna ruin I'm gonna put black on it on my washi tape. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. So as you can see, it's not like I'm prepared or anything. I've prepared a lot for this because I'm just taking whatever's on my table and I'm using it. Well, I thought about it. It's not like I didn't. And there's your template over here. And you cut it out. Like that. Now this is acetate from what's this word? Packaging. And if the lines bother you, because I'm sure they will, if you're anything like me, they will, but then I'll just use some acetone and cut and wipe the lines out. So this is your template that you use from a thread spool. And the nice thing about these ones is that you can actually see what you're going to cut out. So now what I would do, I'm not going to do it, but I would then put my take my pencil and put a circle, draw around the edge of the template, and voila, I'm going to have a perfect circle to cut that out on. Okay, so I love acetate templates. And as long as you have a big piece of acetate, you can actually make all these templates out of acetate and it will be fantastic. Okay, so acetate templates. I've done one here. It's a little bit confusing. I'm still working on it, where I'll use the edge and the inner edge to create like a label to cut out. But yeah, that's still, I think, a work in progress. So I just want to get that right before I'll show that to you, but you can see what I did there. Cut out the inner circle, inner part of it, so I can trace around it. Then look at this. This was an envelope that I needed to use, but I literally have 3 or 4 of these in this size, and I actually have a video where I'm using this size to make a greeting card ephemera holder or something like that. So now I use 2 in there, and I probably have this one, and no, I didn't use 2 in there. I like the size because it worked on my greeting card. So, but I used some paper, digital paper. I opened it out and I traced around it, and I used this as my template. So especially when you have one of something and you like it, then open it out like an envelope or whatever and use it as a template. That was one. There's another. How cool is this? It's a little, like a coin envelope. There's it. I opened it out to make it into a template. And there's a red one somewhere as well. So look, you can make your own. What else? There, I designed a CD cover, and then I bought a whole lot of CD covers. CD sleeve. And there's my template on it here. So what I do here with something like this is, you know, the CD sleeve has the bit of film, like, can't get the word, but yes, on it. Now let's say I just want to cut a circle out, so I will then lay it on my page like this. Now I'm not interested in this part, right? I'm only interested in this part now. So I'll lay it on my page like this, because now I want to cover the CD with one piece of this one, what's the word, I just want to use this to cover my CD, and I'm going to show it to you now because I don't think I'm making much sense. Just give me a second. Okay, sorry. I couldn't remember where I put this, and it was right in front of me. So this is due for a flip through, but yeah, I just gotta fix that because I see some of my glue came through. And this is my Fabulous Flowers journal, and I don't think I showed this one here when I made this. Now I'm just like giving you a flip through. Where is that? Yes, it's this one here. Let's just take this out here, which is a CD cover. Now this thing really holds, eh? It really holds, I must say. So what I did on this side is that I cut it out. So let's just say this was your CD cover, and now you wanted to just add this part to it. So you wanted to use that paper there, and then you wanted to just keep this here. So you're going to line your paper up like that, like that, to the edge, okay, like that, okay, and then you can, sorry, not like that, like that, to the edge there, like that. And then what you would do is you would use this, let's just open that out, right, you would use this to make it your template. So you cut that side out, and then you will draw, you know, a line here and a line there. So you'll move it up there and draw a line there and a line there, because I lined those edges up and that edges up, and you'll draw your little circle over here. I hope I'm making sense. and then you cut it out. You cut it out, and then there you have a you can use this as a template to know what you want in your to cover or not. All right, so that's another template there. Oh, I do hope I made sense. Then the next one is making card templates and keeping them. Now, if you saw my box of items, or my box that I just pulled out now, my ice cream container, where I pulled out, you know, all my cuts that I do. This one here, from all the recycled materials. I normally cut a card at 15 centimeters long and 7.5 wide. Okay, so any one of them can be my templates. But let's say I have one where I'm not always using 7.5 by 15. So now look, this is 8 by 16, and I generally use the rule 2:1, the ratio 2:1, that the length will be 2 times the width. Okay, so 8 by 16, and then this was 4 1/4 by 2 1/8 inches here. Okay, same, 2:1. Okay, so you have these already ready made, and then these you can also put on acetate and use it. Okay, then it brings me to this one here. Let's move them to the side. Then it brings me to this. I had my multivitamin the other day, and I looked at the box and I was like, I like the shape. Okay, now that would be an unusual shape for a tag, don't you think so? So if you just push these in here like that, voila, you got a very unusual tag shape, and that could be your template for other tags. Okay, so you don't have to use this, you use it as a template. All right, so packaging. Then the last one is this here. Now I went to a charity shop and I got these here, some like this. Now these are acetate, just a different type of acetate, I would say, and it wasn't a complete it wasn't complete, meaning that some were missing. But look at that. Now that is your template. A2 tag card, and A2 single, an envelope, a little rickrack or whatever tag, what's the scalloped envelope. Then this one is a window, for a window card. Okay, like that. And a little tag envelope, and a little tag scalloped or whatever. So now obviously these are professionally made, and if you find something like that, then just grab it, especially if it was at a ridiculously cheap price. I think for all this, if I'm not mistaken, I paid 40 Rand for the for, you know, that little pouch that it came in. There's about 2 or 3 that I'm missing, but I mean, I firmly believe that these are absolutely worth it, even though 2 or 3 are missing. So you could use something like that as well. Okay, so, and then the last idea that I have is, let's say, for example, you don't find, for example, a circle. Now it's easy to draw a square template and stuff like that. Those are easy to do. But what if you want a circle that is a particular diameter? Okay, now, and you don't have anything in your home that matches it. Sana was like, so what about making your own? Remember this? Now I'm sure all of you remember it. The math set. Remember, it used to come with the stencil. Well, it doesn't anymore. So why don't we make our own? I haven't used this in ages. So if I am not using it correctly, please don't laugh. Please don't laugh. Let's say I want a, I'm just seeing now what size cardboard I have. Let's say I want a 1.5 inch, not inch, 1.5 centimeter circle. Let's make it a 2. I think the cardboard might work on a 2. Let's say I want specifically a 2 centimeter circle. Okay. And I can't find anything in my house that's actually 2 centimeters. It's going to give me a 2 centimeter circle. So why not? Why not create your own? Especially for a circle. Told you that there we go. Simple, simple, simple. And then what you can do is you can take it from here and then you can add it to your acetate. You can cut it out of your acetate, and Bob's your uncle, you have a circle as a template that will perfectly suit your needs. And it's something that you want a 2 centimeter circle, and that's it. Because when we have our punches, we only have them in certain sizes, right? Like this 1.5 inch, 2 inches, 1 inch, 3/4 inch, or whatever. So now this is my circle that I wanted 2 centimeters. Yes, given the, it's not perfect. It won't give you the cleanest of edges probably, but we can make do. We can really make do with what we have. And I think it also forces us to be a bit creative. Hey, if we don't have a specific something to use and we want to use that thing, we want to use something like that, so we can actually do that. So it is a very short video. I don't know. This is intact still because I hired it from my son. I have no idea how many he's gone through like that. So let's see what we covered. Yeah, it's a very short video. As I mentioned, I'm here to show you what you can use, and then I demonstrated a few of it. So that's that one. Then you get the ones that are ready-made acetate ones. Okay, which are these here. Then you get from your packaging, which is that one there. Then you make your own and keep them. Acetate ones. You can take that now and put it on acetate and cut a bigger circle. Okay, this one is on trial. I'll let you know. Then if you have specific envelopes or cute little things that you don't have a lot of, pull them apart, make them into a template. Use this for, even do this with your envelope. I did it with my envelope as well. The ones with the windows on it, the window envelopes. I did this with that as well. And yeah, so even this, and then using what you have lying around, making your tag one, and then just using things like this to draw, to make your templates. So what's the difference in my eyes? What is the difference between just taking this here, putting it on a page and drawing it out and cutting your circle, and this here? Well, what I do is, except for these now, obviously, I will keep these all together in a little pouch or whatever. And then I know that they are readily available to me. And how I define a template, and maybe it's not right, is that I can now take it and I can just place it somewhere and I can use it, and I can cut multiple of it and I know that it's going to be the same size. Okay, and like this would be a prime example of what I would call a template, simply because now I don't have to go and look all over the place for a 2 centimeter circle. I've got it. I've got it over here. I can cut it into an acetate one, and voila, Bob's your uncle. You have it ready. And this is really, really thick acetate. It's from packaging. So it makes the most marvelous templates. Okay, look. Because it's not going anywhere. And I encourage you, if you can find acetate, okay, if you can find acetate, look at that, now you cut it out. If you can find acetate large enough to create most of your templates, especially like your envelopes and stuff like that, go for it, do it. I don't think you will ever regret it. If you can't, and the benefit of finding acetate and using it is that it's transparent. You know exactly where you can place it and what you can get out of it. The second best choice would be like your cereal board and stuff like that. Okay, so that would definitely work quite well to keep that around. So that's me today. Not a very long episode on templates, but I just thought I'd show you what I use to sometimes get you know, unusual shapes or a standard shape or and excuse me, and anything of that sort. Templates, I mean, there's much more to cover in templates. This is just the tip of the iceberg, I'm sure, but I think it's enough to get us started and keep us moving. So that's me. Thank you so much for watching. You can even use this as your template. Look at that. Okay, so look, now that I think about it, if I was going to use this, where's this one? Right, and if I didn't have acetate, excuse me, man, this came out from here. So now I would do this. I would say, ooh, I want this sunflower. So let me use this as my template, and I would put some tape over here to hold it in place. I'll say, oh, I want that sunflower there. Now let me take this, because I know exactly where I want it. Now let me take the real deal, put it in there. But maybe you don't need to sellotape it, because then this comes out very easily. Okay, even better. And now I know I want to take that out. Can you see that? So that's another way of using a template. Okay, sorry, got distracted. But nevertheless, have yourself an awesome day, everybody, and have yourself a blessed weekend. It is still the weekend, obviously. Well, not obvious. And I'm just trying to film my video in advance for tomorrow, because I am going out tomorrow, and I want to get this video to you. So I hope that you have an awesome rest of the weekend and the rest of the week. And take care, everybody. Lots of love from me, Santini at Sunny Creates. Bye bye.